Hi, today is May 21st, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 830 for the year, Not a Pretty Picture. The sun looked dull instead of radiant, and the adjacent thin strip of a cloud made the sun look as if it was on the tip of a very long tongue, or about to dive off a diving board, or as if it was shitting out a long, unbroken Lincoln log of shit. It was not a pretty picture of the sun that I took the other day, but it was nice to sit on a bench with you and let the afternoon slip away. Poem number 831, Misgendering God. I get why people want to personify their God. It's a way to relate to something so infinite it might otherwise be impossible to relate to. But do people ever worry that they might be misgendering God? Do people actually have a sense of any kind of genitalia when they get down on their knees to pray? And even if God was male yesterday or female yesterday, couldn't God change genders at any time for any reason? I think it is best not to think of God as a person at all. I don't even think God is a good name for God. Poem number 832, Dead Naming God. God was a woman last week and changed her name to Gladys. And every time that God became a woman last week and changed her name to Gladys. And every time that anyone referred to Gladys as God, Gladys made a mark against them in her big book of blasphemies. When Gladys communicated her new supplemental commandments, she abandoned the thys and the thous and just had things like, stop being an asshole, be a good parent, don't dead name me, and so on. Gladys didn't impose any penalty on anyone who dead named her. She just put them in her book of blasphemies and moved on. She was, after all, still light and love and all forgiving and whatnot. And besides, Gladys knew that not everyone had gotten the memo about Gladys now being Gladys instead of God. And plus, Gladys knows that soon she will become non-binary and have an entirely new name like Terry or Leslie or River or Stone or something. Gladys understands that if she's going to keep changing names, it will be difficult for people to stay current. That is why I keep saying it might be better to not have any name at all. You can't dead name someone if you don't call them by a name in the first place. But I suppose Gladys might not like to be referred to as hey you either, so I guess I really don't know what the best course of action is. Poem number 833, Misnumbering God. There is also the issue of thinking of God, Gladys, River, as more than one person, like the Christian Trinity or the Hindu Pantheon. It's 2023, and a lot of people are poly, so why not? Maybe Ocean would be a good name. Or how about Anon, as in anonymous, except anonymous is too long. So how about Anon? Anon could be one person or many people or maybe even no people. Maybe the next time I pray to Gladys, I will pray that she changes her name to Anon. Poem number 834, Anon, Anon. Some people get really fucked up on religion. That is why it is a good thing that Anon Anonymous is coming soon. After the name Anon becomes the standard term for the one supreme being or beings or the all and everything or the alpha and omega or whatever, there will also be a support group for people who have gotten fucked up and confused in their search for meaning through Anon. Anon Anonymous will have regular 12-step meetings, but there will also be Al-Anon type meetings for family members and friends and partners of Anon Anonymous members. So if you're fucked up on religion or have someone in your life who is, stay tuned for Anon Anonymous and the Anon family groups. I expect that they will be very helpful very soon. Poem number 835, Annoyed. What the fuck is wrong with me that guy annoys me so much? I mean, yes, he is really fucking annoying, and yes, he is awful, and yes, he fucking sucks. And yes, a lot of people agree with me about him, but those other people don't seem to be nearly as annoyed by him as I am. So what the fuck is wrong with me? How is it that they are so tolerant of him? The way they can just accept him makes me annoyed by them as well. It is annoying how unannoyed by him they seem to be. If some other people could be more annoyed by that guy, then I might be less annoyed. But for right now, I'm pretty fucking annoyed. And the last poem of the day is poem number 836, Annoyed Anon. It's a shame. It's kind of a shame that there isn't an annoyed Anon for people who are close to me and have to deal with how annoyed I am by that fucking guy who is so fucking annoying I want to scream and throw a chair. I won't scream and I won't throw a chair, but still, annoyed Anon might not be a bad idea. All right, that's it. Thank you, and I appreciate you. I really do.